What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Al.S Gaming. Today we'll be going through the way I defeated the robot trial with the units that I have, as well as the TMRs I have access to. So yeah, let's just get right into it. As you can see here, this is basically the team. Tilith, Luneth, enhanced obviously, Riku, Zargaroth, surprisingly, and he was the real MVP for this fight, as well as Warrior of Light. You can see the Espers, and the only thing that's interesting here is Lakshmi on War of Light, because I felt he needed a bit more spirit as compared to HP for this fight. So yeah, feel free to pause at any time and yeah, take a look at the equips. And we're back. So, basically, this fight or this trial is not meant for newbies, obviously, and yeah, experienced players have difficulty beating this. So the friend we've taken is actually a Fravia because she does magical damage, and he can be spirit broken, so that's pretty useful. If you don't have a Fravia friend, just take Orlando or Eileen's pretty good, or if you have Titus, I guess Titus could work, but these tend to take a little while longer. Another thing to note is basically Luneth is bait, so he will die almost every turn for the start of the fight, because we're not doing enough damage to take out the body first, because you need to do at least 500,000 damage per turn. If not, you're not doing anything, because he gets healed up 500,000 HP every turn. So simply, Luneth just serves as bait and Fravia will be doing damage. I tried recording the earlier part of this, but the first 10 times basically the video is corrupted, so I can't show you that. But to just illustrate what happened, basically Luneth just survives, gets revived, and Fravia just does whatever that attack is, Flower Bloom thing, 55 MP attack thing, and Warrior of Light, he covers. He breaks spirit, as well as tries to help build up the limit burst crystals for Riku. So he does this through doing blade blitz or hitting the body here and there. What's most important is ensuring cover is up. If it's not up, there's a chance of your other units dying. Tilith is basically a reviver, reviving your whole team and keeping MP as well as HP up. Zargaroth is an interesting pick because he's actually really good support for this trial. Not only can he full heal as well as function as a MP battery, but at the same time he helps build up limit burst crystals. So as you can see, or as you would have seen in the earlier clip, he has Twin Lance, because I didn't want to put dual wield on him, and Twin Lance allows him to attack twice through auto attack, so that helps build up the limit burst crystals on top of his usual counter. And yeah, so basically once you kill the first arm, the left arm 10 times, yeah, we move on to the right arm. So as you can see over here, we're going through the right arm now after you've beaten the left arm 10 times. And it's quite simple. It's almost the same as the left arm, except you'll only be revived 3 times, and this time you won't be killed every turn. So this allows Luneth to do some damage, or more damage basically. And what Zargaroth is doing, he's just casting damage mitigation here and there, as well as buffing up Luneth as well as Fravia. Since you're not going to be killed every turn, this will be a lot faster, but what you have to keep in mind is that after you've killed the arm twice, and basically it's the last time you're going to kill him, he'll start launching Genocide Beam twice every turn. So if your team has difficulty surviving one, or if it's doing more than maybe 50% damage each turn to your whole team, then you probably will have issues on the third time you kill this arm. So just going to fast forward the video, and we'll come back to the video, I guess, when I'm fighting him for the 3rd time. Alright, and we're back. So, we've killed the arm twice already, and this is the third time. So we have to pretty much prepare for double genocide beams. That's why it's very important to ensure Riku's limit burst is kept up as often as possible. And this becomes easier when you fight the body, obviously, but for now, we just want to hit the body as often as possible with the counters by Zargabaf as well as Warrior of Light, because he has black belt if you haven't already realized. Another thing to note is that Zargabaf's limit burst actually mitigates damage, so I'm not sure if it stacks on Riku's one. Riku's over 70%, I think. I'm not sure if it stacks, but just to be safe, there were some turns where I would cast it along with Riku's limit burst just to ensure that my team would survive a bit longer. Other than that, this is the last time you're killing this arm is nothing special. It's exactly the same as the first two times you killed the arm. So we're just gonna fast forward till the arm is dead. Alright, so now we are down to the body. The first part of the body is pretty easy. All he does is, if I'm not wrong, genocide beam all the way until he hits his 70% threshold. Now this part is really important because the first turn that the body is still alive, what you want to do is to ensure that you start counting. Reason is he will use World Destroyer every 5 turns from the 70% threshold onwards. That means if you were to hit the threshold at, let's say, turn 4, you'll probably use World Destroyer, and if the next turn is the 5th turn, I think that's the way it works, it's going to use that again. So you might want to time that, maybe hit the 70% threshold at the 5th turn so that you have another 5 turns, or if you can build up Limit Burst crystals fast enough, then that's not an issue. So given that you're only hitting the body this time, Limit Burst crystals shouldn't be an issue, and you should be able to build up Riku's Limit Burst very quickly. So there isn't much to see in this part of the video because nothing really happens. You're just pretty much attacking the body, and all he does is Genocide Beam, followed by the occasional World Destroyer. Now you can reduce World Destroyer's damage by hitting it with a water attack, and that reduces it by 50% in terms of total damage. So this could be very useful, but it's very important that you realize if you hit him 3 times with water damage, the next turn he's going to hit you with a huge AoE attack, which you will see later because I miscounted the turns, but I prepared for that, so not an issue. So we're going to fast forward all the way till he's about to die, and you'll see what I mean. So we're pretty much on the last leg of the fight. As you can see, he's gonna die soon. Not much of an issue because he's not able to buff himself up. All he does is that. So as you can see, electromagnetic burst is what happens when you hit him with water damage 3 times. I miscounted the turns, but I had damage mitigation as well as Riku's limit burst up, so I wasn't really worried about that. But for everyone else, just remember this is going to happen, so make sure you have your damage mitigation or your auto re-raise up. And that's pretty much it actually. There isn't much left to the fight. You're just going to repeat the same thing over and over and over. It's a lot easier after you kill the 2 arms because he can't buff himself up, and all he does is Genocide Beam, a few auto attacks, as well as the occasional electromagnetic burst if you hit him 3 times water, and World Destroyer. So that's actually the whole video. I'm just gonna let this video play, fast forward it, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, ask in the comments down below. So if you enjoyed content like this, remember to leave a comment, subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up. See you guys in the next video.